intro.
Come on. I was waiting for you to say something. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of God This Week in MMO. It's E3 week. What episode is this? This is like 5? We're episode number 6. Episode number 6 of This Week in MMO. I am Gary Gannon, your host. With me, as always, my co-host, Mike B, a.k.a. Phony.
Woo!
Looking pasty white with that white shirt.
Come on, this is the shirt. This is the shirt right here. Check it out. Bam, what's up?
Bam,
Airless, baby.
dunking
Airless.
it.
Represent.
What? You guys, all right, so first of all, E3 is over. We're back home. I am here in Los Angeles where I was. Mike B's up back north, in his gay sanctuary. And you guys should have seen Mike B at E3.
They call it the Mecca,
Yeah,
by
it's
the way.
the Mecca. It was unbelievable. Mike B was strutting around with like 30 chicks behind him, and they just kept clinging on. They I don't know what it was. It was like amazing. You just had like this, I can't even tell. Like he was pulling like booth babe chicks off of their job, and they were just like, I quit. I'm going to hang out with Mike B. Mike's just like, he's got it rolling. I'm sticking with him.
Pretty much, dude. Yeah, no, it's rough. I mean, it's tough, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what it is. The socks? It's probably my socks.
It might be
Fortnite
your socks. It might be the third sock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, E3 was a blast. E3 was a blast. We're back home. We got to hang out. We got to, like, run around, see a bunch of MMOs. Good, the bad, the ugly. You actually covered almost all the MMOs. God, you got to sit through those bad Grindfest ports from
12 of them.
How many? 12 of them?
12. And I didn't even get to the agency yet. Like I totally missed out on that. But I watched this video where somebody did a whole like recap, basically ask all the same questions that I would ask, and so I got my fix. So I'm good.
You got it covered. You can just fake it this week. You're just gonna
totally
fake
covered.
it. Just fake it. All right, cool. So
Where's
where's
the
your
same information I'd give if I was there?
Exactly. We actually didn't really even go to E3. We just kind of sat home and watched videos. Now we're going to do a show. Okay, so counting down this week in MMO. Like, I know what I'm talking about. How do you want to do this? We didn't really talk about this. You want to just count down? You want to go back from 5 to 1 in that order that we kind of came up with and talk about the top 5 MMOs and then the big failure?
How about this? We have 5 MMOs total, right? And then one that we didn't like at all. Correct?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go ahead and there's the agency, Star Wars, what else? Tera,
Rift, 40K,
and 40K. Yeah. So chat room, what do you want to hear about first?
I know what I want to hear about first. Can I override the chat room? You know what I want to hear about?
Okay, fine, go.
I want to hear about the filming of 2 white ninjas. Lose it. So we'll retake that. I'll bring up 2 white ninjas, and then you can laugh like it's funny. And yeah. So
Wait,
so
let me
Mike
get the post.
B.
Let me back on the screen. Let me get the post.
Wait. Let me get a double box here real quick so we can do this. Wait. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Whoa.
Split. Camera 1. Camera 2. There we go. Kind of need to get this up. Where's the lower third? Lower third. There it is. Oh, wrong one. Wrong show. That'd be the last show. There we go. Get rid of this.
I've got 39 Warrior. What's up, guys? Scaleman. Move on.
All right, ready? All right, so take 2. So, Mike B, I want to hear about something called 2 white ninjas. Laugh. All right, so if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. So E3 ended. The last day of E3 was the same day as the Lakers game. And it's literally right next door to the Staples Center where E3 was here as Laker game was here. And if you know anything about Los Angeles, we take our basketball very seriously. The NBA is like, very, very important. And the Lakers won. And I hightailed it out of there as fast as possible. I actually left at like 4:30 because I didn't want my car to get flipped over and like burnt. And I'd, have some I'd look like Two-Face or something. I hightailed it out of there. You stayed. I can't believe you stayed. I didn't even know you were staying. I thought you were getting out of there. And then
Well, no, hold on a second. I was staying in in a hotel down the street, like 4 miles away.
4 miles.
We decided.
Yeah.
When the riots started happening, so first of all they won, and then like they started rioting, and I was like, really?
Oh, they riot regardless. If they won, is riots. If they lose, riots. Like it doesn't matter. It's just riots are gonna happen. You should have known that.
Yeah,
so
Cody was like, oh hey, my buddy's staying at JW Marriott. Let's go see him and stuff like that. It's like for free alcohol, the usual stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, well, where's the JW Marriott? And he goes, oh, it's like right next to whatever that area is where the game was. And I was like, wow, so. Sure, it sounds like a good idea. And so we went and did it, and it was just absolutely just ridiculous. Just the whole, like, there's cops everywhere. There's, like, everything's flipped over, and just people are running around. Lakers. We're all like, woo. Like, I don't watch basketball, but I'm like, yeah, Lakers. Just trying to fit in and stuff.
You're just trying to like, don't beat me up. I'm a little white guy, and I don't mean any harm. I'm just gonna skim behind you. Don't worry about it. They were just like, the cars were trying to get out of parking spots, and they were just like shaking cars like for no reason at all, and just like just throwing cones on cars and stuff like that. I think I saw Mike kick somebody in the head a couple times. I'm not really sure if it was him, but we're kind of keeping that quiet because I don't want to. I need a co-host. I don't really want to get arrested. So did you actually get it on tape? Because I saw your tweet and it said you got it back to the hotel, and the entire way you filmed the entire thing. Is it all caught on tape?
So I put it all. I had my Nano with me, and because it's the only camera that I was totally willing to lose should that have happened. And I'm just kind of walking around. The problem is that the camera quality sucks and the audio quality sucks. But I have enough footage. You can actually see like the crazy shit going on that I'm probably gonna piece together and post it up to my YouTube or something like that, like this week sometime.
And Mike B's coming out with a new MMO, Escape from NBA Live. That's what it's gonna be. It's Escape Downtown after E3 with Mike B. It's his MMO in real life.
Into the riots.
Into the riots. All metal. All metal. All right, should we talk about E3?
Sure, we could.
Let me bring up my notes here since
I asked everybody in the chat room what they wanted to hear about first, and it seemed pretty even. And they all started fighting, saying that this game sucks, and it got out of control and everything. So.
And then there was a riot. We don't listen to them.
Let's just count
them down.
I walked into it.
I kind of feel like did I put them in an order that you kind of like? Let's just start at 5, because 5 is an MMO that I'm thinking. A lot of people might not know about this game, and it's kind of like it hasn't had a lot of press and publicity. I've been watching it a little bit, but not too closely. They changed the name of it recently. They had a kick-ass booth. They had a really great booth. I think Massively actually gave them best booth. It's a game called Rift, R-I-F-T. And it's headed up by Scott Hartzman, who is a veteran MMO dude coming from EQ, EQ2, all of that stuff. This is an MMO that I actually really like. This kind of really like speaks to me. I think I might actually want to play this one. So you got to interview. What do we know? Set this up. Tell me about Rift. I know a little bit about it, but you were the big man on campus on the MMO so interview away.
Right. Well, basically what happened was I knew just about as much as you do, right? Or as I guess the general population knows going into it. I do know that Scott Hartzman is the guy that pretty much came in and took EQ from like crap to amazing. So he does have a good track record. He's also really fun to talk to. He's very like, he's just kind of like all over the place, and he's hilarious and all that. So when we set up the interview, he was like, all right, so what game are we talking about? And I was like, well, you know what? I looked up. I was like, I guess we're going to talk about Rift. He goes, oh, okay, sure. So I just asked him just a few like general questions to get a feel for it and just kind of see what it was, because to be honest, a lot of us don't really know what the game is about. So just kind of getting a general feel for what they're trying to accomplish here is kind of a good thing. He says that they're going to do, we have like a soul system. So basically you choose like a soul, and that's your class. So it's like you're a warlock, and then by level 15, you get another soul, and you could combine that with your current soul. So that new soul could be like an elementalist. So now you're a warlock elementalist. And then you get like a third soul at like level 30. So it's kind of like this combination type thing that they have going on. It seems like they're also focusing on world events. And to be honest, it sounds a whole lot like Guild Wars, like the way he was.
Really? You're thinking it sounds like Guild Wars, huh? Because
it sounds like it to somebody like me who has not played it. When you see somebody that you don't really, and you're like, oh, that looks like this dude that I don't really know very well, but kind of